This is going to be a stream for playing through Reshef of Destruction, but I have added some cheats and things so that the playthrough goes smoother because this game has more grinding than any other Yu-Gi-Oh game. But I am placing restrictions upon myself that get lifted as the game progresses. So you will still see power climbing, but at a more gradual pace without the grinding. And I'm recording this so that in the future I can study it, study the graphics, study the cards for my own card game. Anyways, with that, I will begin the game. Nick, I gotta look like Pegasus. Now put the monster card here like so, and voila, I'm good to go. Flesh, how is adjusting your deck coming along? Lousy. Flesh, I would have picked great, the first option, but the way the game says it's the beginning of the game, and your cards are terrible. Therefore, if you pick the good option, Joey here, or Janauchi, will insult you. So, I'll say lousy because all the cards are weak at the beginning of the game. So I guess you still have lots of work to do. But you can learn from the expert, the one and only Joey Wheeler, on making great decks. Alright guys, I will rock with this today. I cannot wait for the Duel Express train to come. It has been too long since I've dueled in a tournament. Flesh, Yugi, and I will win this tournament. Also, what is wrong? Oh yeah, where is Yugi? Oh man, this sucks. Looks like, look at the time already. He's late. Come on, Yugi, how can you even think about being late on a day like today? If he does not get here soon, we will miss the Duel Express. And he was the one who promised that the three of us would take the train together. And that Yugi, if he does not get here, he can give me all his rare cards and I still will not forgive him. Flesh, everything is horrible. The other self, the Millennium Puzzle. My puzzle is gone along with the Egyptian stuff. When I awoke this morning, it was gone. What am I supposed to do? Hey Yugi, we cannot waste time standing here and talking. Flesh, what do you think we should do? Because we're the protagonist, so we get asked the question. Let's go look for it. Whereas Joey would, if this was the show, Joey would be the one to answer. Or Yugi would. But we are the person that's... We are the blank slate somewhat. And the story happens, but you'll notice that we do not really need to be here, but this is probably the best storyline Yu-Gi-Oh game in the series. So I like it. I like it, even though we are not really there, but we are. Continuing. Okay, that is what we will do. You got it, Yugi? I will not stop until I find my dearest friend, I promise. I'm counting on you, Flesh. Flesh, what are you still doing here? Were not the three of you taking the Dual Express? What? The Millennium Puzzle is gone? But how? How did that happen? Forgive me, but I overheard your conversation. See, and this is one of the reasons I am recording this video. Look at the portrait and the graphics. It is pixel art, and it is very nice pixel art. So it is good to keep this and study it as the time goes on. So it seemeth the Millennium Puzzle has also disappeared. What I have feared the most is coming to fruition. Please, I need your help. I see you are puzzled, but that is only to be expected. Please bear with me and listen to my words carefully. I have come to ask duelists for your help. You must save the world from Reshef, the bad guy. Evil creature. I understand this is a situation and confusing. However, the world is in grave peril. Only strong duelists such as yourselves can save us all from ruin before it is too late. All the Millennium items have disappeared. This is most likely due to Reshef's resurrection. An unknown entity must have commenced a fusion ritual on the Egyptian cards, which re-released Reshef the Dark Being into the world. The ritual stole the mighty power of the Egyptian cards. And the cards, now drained of their mystical energies. See, oh, that's a typo in the game. It says now drained of its mystical energies, but there are multiple cards, so it should say there. Not a problem. This game's 20 years old. No, 25? Almost 30? Maybe 30 years old. I think it came out in 1996, so it is an old one. Transformed into stone, you must send the Dark Being to its eternal rest before the world is destroyed. But to accomplish this feat, the Egyptian cards are essential. However, since the Egyptian cards have been turned to stone, they no longer have power. Only the Millennium items can resurrect their former glory. The items have been scattered all over the world. They must be regained to resurrect them. And with help from the Egyptian cards, we may have a chance of sealing away the Dark Being. I am counting on you to accomplish this task. Please, my powerful duelists, if left unchecked, the Dark Being's strength will keep growing. The world will be shrouded in perpetual darkness. Please help save the world. What should we do, Flesh? You could answer sometimes. I get why they're doing it, but we are part of. They're trying to make us part of the story. I get it. You see how we are the third wheel, but I knew you'd say that. Besides, I have to find my Millennium Puzzle. I'll go with you, Flesh. Since you said I am a powerful duelist, how can I refuse? You know, Joey in the anime, which is the Joey that everybody knows and that all the games portray. But the manga, which I'm reading currently, he is a much different person. He is not nearly as comedic. He's more serious. Like, at the end, when they get to Pegasus' castle, he is the one that gives Yuki hope. And My Valentine, which is the female that gives Yuki the star chips, she is not as much of a harpy I will say. She kind of has a heart moment. So all the characters, the anime is almost the opposite of the manga. So everything you know about these characters is not the same as if you read the manga. So something to consider. Refuse. How can I refuse? I will come along too, Flesh. And Joey, he's my favorite character in the series. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And also, you may notice my speaking is not well. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not very good at this. But I am doing it so that I can have the footage forever on the channel and study. You can always mute the stream, but I like these graphics, and I need to study it for my developing my own game, of course. So that is why this is here, and I will be studying multiple games. I have a few card games lined up, and I wish to beat this game first though. And that is why there are cheats, so that I can see the entire game and all the graphics that the game has and shows. So we will begin. First, the Millennium items must be recovered. As a descendant of the clan of Gravekeepers, I can sense the faint pulses of the Millennium items. You must first make your way to the Egypt exhibition. If my feelings are correct, the first of the Millennium items should be there. I know what I ask is of great imposition, but I have no one to turn to except for you. Leave it to us. Your words have given me hope for the first time in a long time. I leave the fate of the world in your hands. Right, we can move now. So, our quest is getting to the Egypt exhibition, and we have 7 Millennium items to collect. So we begin our collection. So we have to go to different areas, beat the duelists, and get different, collect the items, and progress the story. And now for the subject of the cheats. Give me one moment. Okay, when you start the game, you have 1600 deck capacity, and duelist level 72. Now the duelist level shows the maximum power of the card that you can use at the time, and deck capacity is 1600. The amount of each card has a cost, and combined you can have that capacity of all the cards in your deck. I like that system. It is an interesting system, and the later games do not use the system, so I like it. It could use a few tweaks, but that's why I'm a game developer, and my own game will maybe have something similar. Right, alright, duelist level 72, so there are cheats here, so what do we press? How do we... Alright, so we have our status, and I have maxed out everything, except for life points. And we should have all the cards also. So I will start by going through all the cards to get it on video. Alright. Hey, One Man Indie. How are you doing? Drunk. Deck capacity is, our current deck size is 1278, and the game gives us a maximum originally of 1600. And as we progress and go through, say we beat the tournament. After we beat the tournament, I may, to not include grinding, I may up it by 400. So it may be, I'll say, we can have a maximum of 2,000. Then we progress it more, and we get to 2,500, 3,000, 35, and so that way we're not using endgame cards at the beginning. Keep the challenge, but remove the grind. And follow the deck capacity limit. We can't use the most powerful cards until we get later in the game. So, I will go through the cards now. Right, I think that is all of them. I'll go through. Yeah, I remember having this one before. Now let me see if there's. It is a more high resolution picture. Should I cover that? How different is that? That's quite different. Oh man. So I have to. It should take 10 minutes or so. But then it will be all on the screen. Forever. And this will be a great tool to practice pixel art. Because now all the artwork that has been done, in both the low resolution of the cards and the high resolution of the entire picture. There's about 800 of these, I think. Even pixel art at that resolution is quite impressive. And hopefully it will be a good learning tool. You notice this one? There's a dot right in the middle. That's weird. Why would they do that? Anyways, moving on. 100 done? Should be it. That should be all the cards. Seeing both the low resolution and the high resolution. Let me check back on Dark Magician Girl again. Because I remember seeing something about her type. Where's Dark Magician Girl? You know what? This will give you a good chance to take a look at sorting. Cannot summon, quality, or what are the different types? Okay, number, attack type, quality, quantity, stars, effect, cost, sum, name. And that is D. Yeah, 800 cards. Dark Magician Girl. Okay, Shadow. That's why it's black. I was questioning why it was black. Anyways. That is the cards. And then we have our deck. And I will stick with this for a little while. To see the difficulty. But this is our starting deck. A few duels at least. And then we will start to form the deck into something. Ooh, that was exhausting. Right. So she's not moving. Going flush. The Egyptian exhibition is the last stop on the Duel Express. I think it has not left yet, but it will soon. If you hurry, you can still catch it at the station. I will be waiting at Yuki's grandfather's place. Come see us when you get back. Alright, first, let's go save it. Your life points have been restored. Would you like to save? Yes. And that is something I like about this game. Is your life points continue from duel to duel. So sometimes you'll go through a few duels and see how far you can get before you come back home to recover. I like that. It's like a challenge mode kind of thing. Alright, let me check something. Go through the duelist chair and see where we can go, where we can explore. Start with this main quarter. I want to ride the Duel Express, but at my level, I will get creamed in seconds. I will get trampled. I will get destroyed. A street duel? Sure, let us duel. Alright, so now we have an anti-card. We have to bet a card. Since we have the cards, I think it does not matter. So I'll pick the first one. It is my turn. is Flesh's turn. And it flips around to... What does it flip around for? To check things, I suppose. So it goes in a circle at the start of your turn or things. I like this board. I like the layout of everything. I do wish it could all fit on one screen, but it cannot. That is alright. So we have 5 cards. The rules are a bit different. There's a weakness system like in the Pokemon games. Certain things beat other things, but we will start with a water card. The Furious Sea King. 800 is quite strong. And you see, we have a duelist level 72. Or unmodified we would. And his cost is 59. And that is your limit. You cannot use cards that exceed your duelist level. This is 59. We're under 59. So we can use it. And there's a description, the type, and let's attack. He beat that without a problem. Gravedigger's Ghoul. The Ghoul will carry off all the monsters in the graveyards. So that, okay, so everything in the graveyard is, I guess, removed from the game. So you cannot bring it back from the graveyard. I think that is not a problem at this point. But I'll play this card. And I will, let's hammer down. And take in the effects and the animations. Gravedigger Ghoul again. That is not a problem because I think we have no cards that affect the graveyard. Alright. These are the types. This is water. This is fire. Aqua and pyro. And let us... I will play a high level card now. I'll play this card. A single tribute is required. So you go over here, you hit tribute, so it destroys it, and then you can play something that has a 1 tribute card. So you can play your more powerful cards. Attack it. And one thing that the computer does is they always attack your face down cards. So because they have no idea how strong they are. So we'll place it in defense first. He has a high defense. So that way we can get some damage in. Get them in attack mode. They will hit it. And now their card is in attack mode, so that lets you inflict damage more quickly. And we can do that with each of these. I can go here, and I'll put this in defense, because it has 900 defense, it's quite strong. If we do that each turn, his card will always be in attack mode rather than defending. It will inflict HP damage equal to the attack power. So we lost some life points there. And because he used the effect, he cannot attack. So we lost 400 life points because he has 400 attack. And he attacked us directly. It's quite good. If you power that up, that can be... But you can only use the effect once. So. There are tricks around that, but... That is still face down, so let's... defend with that. Okay, and that shows our graveyard. And your life point total. Alright. Start by tributing this, destroying that, then we can play our other high level card. Let's win the game. Your deck capacity increased by 3. And we got $70 or so. And we won this card. And we will carry on. And if we look at our status, we have 7,600 life points because we lost 400. So it carries through. So like that. That gets you... That encourages you to put some healing cards in your deck. So that you can always recover. Alright, let's battle this guy now. The best duelists have entered this tournament. And when I say the best, I mean the very best. Whoa, Joey. Let's battle. Big fence. This is a thunder type. Okay, so he can see my hand. But he did not see the card I played on the field. And it was normally it would not be destroyed. They would take light point damage. But because thunder beats water, his card was destroyed immediately. Now on the attacks. Now he's defending, so one of our cards will inflict no damage. That is why I like to always put one in defense first, guaranteeing they always attack. So what I will do is I will battle everybody once. That should make progressing the story easier and get all the content in the game. And minimal grind. The ghoul was activated. So he attacked us directly. So our life points are going down slowly. Back. 36. It's in mine hand. I hope this. My field is full. I'll show this off. You can replace cards one with another. So if I put this over this one, that card will be destroyed, and this will take its place. And that is what we have. We have one. You get about 60, 70 gold each battle, and you win a card. The Inexperienced Spy. At the beginning of the game, this is quite a good card, not because of its effect, but because it has a cost of 0, which can help you decrease the cost of the cards in your deck, and use that space for more powerful cards. Pretty tough. Alright, so we battled 2 people here. And in this starting area. So I'll go ahead and save it. And then we can recover our life points. Let's go up. Who are you? I want to get on the Duel Express, but I am lost. I cannot find Domino Station. Forget about Domino Station. Duel me. I will duel with the deck I made exclusively for the Duel Express tournament. Alright, we have some green cards. I will call these skill cards. And this one is called Sparks, and it inflicts damage. 50 life points, so it's nigh worthless. But the good thing about those nigh worthless cards is they have a low cost, so you can keep your deck cost down. And then I will play this card in attack because its attack is higher. And I have nothing else I can play. Everything else costs one card. And he played a card face down. Alright. Leave them for now. No, I can show it off. This will destroy. It causes banishment of the monster to the darkness. If attacked, it destroys a monster on the foe's field. So when we play this, we can destroy their card. Back into the dark. Then I will destroy that and play this card and attack. That was a hefty sum. This is a forest type. And I'll put that in defense so that I can attack rather than attacking your defense cards. There we go. I will destroy that to play this in defense. Face down. The game's board art style is somewhat inspired by this game. So that is why I chose to begin streaming this game in particular. Put that in defense. $750. Right. $94 domino. Mechanical spider. 400 attack. So you can see these cards are quite weak. It's a good thing I'm not on the Duel Express. Now let's see where this leads. Nowhere. So that's it. That's it. It's clear. Street duels are times another street battle. After I've cleared these two duelists in this area, I think I will upgrade the deck a little bit. No, I won't. I will not. I will wait until we find the shop, because that is the only way you would normally be able to do so. Uh-oh, he's in attack position. He will be destroyed. He only has 300 attack. Or 350. Shadow and feed. Okay. Oh, Fiend beats whatever that card was. Because it had 700, 600 or 700 defense. And this is only 400. I think that might have been Dreams. Fiend beats Dreams, I think. But Thunder should be no problem. Beats. What does Earth beat? I can't remember. But whatever it was, it's only 350, so it beat whatever I played. Let's see how you fare against a high level card. Aqua. Aqua Horse. A Thunder could beat this. It depends what... I'll try a Pyro. Oh, see, he beat us because water beats fire. Fiend. Put the lower one so that if it defeated it, the more powerful one could inflict more damage. Try to get the duels through quickly. And Dark Piercing Light. See, if you're not sure what their typing is, and you don't, and you would rather not risk it being your card being destroyed, you can play this card. And it will reveal their face down. And we can see it now. See its stats, 200, and it is a Fiend. So as long as we are not a Fiend, we're weak to a Fiend. No weakness there. And so yes, you must learn the weakness system by trial and error. It does not tell you what is weak against what. You must figure that out by playing the game and seeing your cards get destroyed or destroy others, and take that into memory. Destroy that. Play this. 500. They match, so it is not destroyed. We have 7,850 life points. So he has another face down card. Alright, let's try it. Try to end the game right here. So 7,850 is what our life point totals are. You can see at the bottom of the screen there, with 26 cards left. So at the end of the duel, we should have 7,850. And we've got another 400. Yeah, you must admit, street duels are quite, whatever, quite slang, I suppose. So let's look at the status, 7,850. Yeah, so you must go home to recover. So we battled one, now battle this guy. Found the corp, charted an entire express train for a duel tournament called Duel Express. It is amazing what rich people can do. Even I'm willing to take on a duel. Wind type. Wind beats Earth, I remember that. I cannot recall what wind is weak to. Maybe thunder? Maybe wind is weak to thunder. Probably. Wind is weak to forest. Okay. But forest is weak to fire. See, will they take life point damage, or will it be destroyed immediately, without life points? Okay, it was destroyed immediately. Maybe forest, because everything is weak to one thing. And I think, is forest weak to fire? I wonder. Or is it weak to something else? Because they did lose life points, meaning it was a regular battle. Cannot say. Cannot say. Cannot recall. Forest. I'll put them to attack. There we go. And Earth wind will die. Thing I would like to do once I get to the part where I begin editing the deck is to get the types more common rather than using every type as we are right now. High level card. Do not risk attacking with it because you have no idea what they played. Another 60. Dancing Woman. Alright, we beat these guys. Let's go. I know we can go down and up. Let's go up. Another alley. Step into my territory and have the gall to challenge me. We will duel for a rare card. Right. 700 defense. Dreams. Fiend beats Dreams. Sparks. 50 life point damage. And I have 3 cards. In some Yu-Gi-Oh games, you refill your hand, but in this one, you only get 1 card. So next turn we shall have 4 cards. And he gets to see my 3 cards now. And he is destroyed. Or is not destroyed. He will be. Alright, see, now we have 4. He did not see this card, however, so we can lay it face down to his surprise. He saw the other 3, but he did not see the card we drew, which I am quite fond of. Oh, he beat it because Aqua beats, or he beat that one. Aqua beats Pyro. I guess he will not get to see this card. With this. And the reason why is it might be at a type advantage. But it's not at on a type advantage of these 2. Otherwise, it would have attacked. So keep the card safe. But let's keep it face down. Because then you do not reveal its type. There we go. Because if we attacked, he may have had a type advantage in his hand. So it is always better to keep it in defense. And we can attack it. That is it. Leo Gun. He's going to be one of the mainstay cards that I use for quite some time. You tricked me! I'm only here because I heard that all the tough duelists were somewhere else. Yeah, they were all on the train. So the ones left in the city are the weaker duelists. And so what you would do here is you would grind these easy opponents to get some money, and then you will go to the shop before you hit the trade to upgrade your deck. So we will see that. You're supposed to be on the Duel Express, not dueling me. Alright, so we got that area. We can go down. And there's 2 more here. We will not go in that area yet. I'm a huge fan of Seto Kaiba. See, Seto Kaiba's down there. That's why they're talking about Seto Kaiba now. To prepare you for that area. Oh, that's Kaiba Corporation. You see the tall building on the right. I wonder if Kaiba Corporation would hire me. Not if you can't beat me. I will duel in a way that would make Kaiba proud. I hope not. I hope you're not strong. Start with 900 defense. That surely cannot be defeated easily. Greens. As long as it be not a fiend. Nope, it is a water type. And then Leo Gun. Leo Gun is an earth type. Even though that be not how you spell earth. E-R-T, but it's short for it because of the space limitation. But wind beats earth, so as long as you have not a wind type, we should be okay. But I will take a chance and attack with my thunder. And it was alright. Took a chance. Because 1750 is quite the sum. Play this card now. But we'll bait him and play that face down. He did not know, but he took a chance, and by chance he defeated us because we were dreams, and his is fiend. So type advantage is quite important. But since we cannot bait him, let's play another high level card. Let's bait this one. Surely. Even though it's a high level card, normally they would not attack it. They should not attack it because logic says that's high level. The numbers are quite high, and my cards are quite weak, the opponent would say. So let's not attack. But the way the AI works, it will always attack an unknown card. If it be in defense. I think if it be an attack, it automatically is face up. Alright, let's finish him off. And we got a bat. Combat Corporation will not hire me if I cannot win. That is right. You must be strong. No, don't go to the edge. There. Dueling is only fun if you do not cheat. That is the truth. I do not know why cheaters are so prominent in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I have cheats going on in this game, but only to reduce the grind. The gameplay still remains the same. And I'm imposing limits on myself, so I do not overpower the gameplay. Otherwise, I would have to grind to such a high degree, it would waste stream time. And I'm doing this because it is for the stream. To study the game. You should always choose anti-cards before dueling. Okay. That way, there will not be any arguments later. Alright, let's duel then. Because, for example, to get to the maximum duel capacity of 10,000 minus 1, you have seen the duels, and you get 1 to 3 duel capacity per duel. So, and if you get 1, the first time you beat the person, you get 3, but then every other time, because you're going to have to battle them again and again to grind capacity, so that you can start using the more powerful cards. And then you get 1. And if you're getting 1, and you aim to get 5,000, which is only half of the max, but say you aim to get 5,000, it's 5,000 duels. There's no way I'm going to stream myself dueling the same opponent 5,000 times. That is a waste of time. That is not going to happen. So, we shall not. But I'm not going to... This guy has 6. He has more attack than defense. But if I lay it face up, he'll see it. That is Pyro. And he may have a water card in his hand. So, but we will lay it face down, so he will not have that knowledge. Yeah, see, it was weaker, but now our card remaineth in play, and I can remove it to play Liugun, my top card. This is my key card right now. This is like Yugi's Dark Magician. And then I will use the Sparks. Dark, piercing light. Magician of Faith. A light card. We have a light of our own. Weather control. I think that is what it'd be called. it's definitely a good idea to not give them time to sacrifice their card, because they could have something far stronger than us. And if they do, we may lose. Light beats Fiend. Because you saw the animation of that was a little bit different. Showing that it destroys it automatically. At least that is what I can recall. There's a slight difference in animation when there's a weakness versus when it is a numbers game only. So he sees our hand, attacking our face down, to no avail. An earth type. We have a wind, so let's see if, because wind beats earth, our attack is stronger. So let's see if the animation may be a little bit different. Try to recall the animation. I cannot say. I'm quite sure wind beats earth though. Maybe it is, you could only, I don't know. I'll have to study that more. I have not played this game in a long time. I did some time ago, like a few years ago. I did play this game, and I got up to, from lots of grinding, a very painful amount of grinding, I got up to 3,000 duel points. And that is only an extra 1,500 duel points. Because we start at 1,600, and to get to 3,000, it was a painful amount of grinding. So, to double and triple that painful amount, thousands of duels is definitely a waste of time. So, we beat him, we beat the other guy, so we beat both of those. We'll come back to, before we start the tournament, we'll come back here. Oh, we have not done that. There's 2 people in this area. Oh man, what? There we go. You're a duelist, are you not? I can tell from your duel disc. Boy, there sure are a lot of duelists in the town of Domino. A street duel in the city where the duel disc was invented. This is exactly the duel I have been waiting for. Let us duel. And also, the duel disc originally in the manga was made so that when Kaiba faces against Pegasus, the hope was that he was a far enough distance away from him that he could escape the mind read ability. The anime does not say any of that. It only says that because he has a dual disc, that is his edge. But that's all it says. But in the manga it says because the distance between them might cause there to be too much space between them, so they can't use the so Pegasus cannot use his Millennium item from being too far away. The manga is much better. He sees all our cards, so we cannot. I think we cannot surprise him with any of these now. But his card is in face-up position, so his type is revealed. And I think his type, water hath nothing to do with shadow. Let's see, does dreams beat shadow? Something beats shadow, and let's see. Okay. In case he has something that could do it. I'll place this, but put it in defense so that it be not revealed. Oh, he did not attack. And you know why? Because he saw our hand with that spy card. So he knows what the card is. It tested the feature at least. So there's... Oh, Fiend beats Dreams. That's what we were. Fiend beats Dreams. But of Earth, however. Defense mode. I'm not sure you saw that card. Lagool. Access directly. Light will be no point. I think he has seen it. Because he used his ability, he did not attack Morphing Charm. So if they have an ability, it supersedes their attacking. I think they will always use an ability if they have one. And if they have not an ability, they will check to see the weakness system if they have something that is strong against any of my face-up cards, and if they do, they'll play it and attack. But if they do not, they will see if I have a face down, and if I have a face down, they will play something to attack the face down, to reveal it, and hopefully destroy it. But if I have no face downs, they will place a card in defense mode. So I think that is how the AI in this game works. Another thing I like about this game is it is a bit more rules-wise simplistic. All power-up cards power up either 1 or 2 stages, and each stage is worth 500 points. So there's no complexity in power-ups. Whereas in the real game, it is whatever the card says, and it can be a variation of great degree. Whereas in this game, it is only 500 or 1,000. So much easier to program. Oh yeah, I placed that in defense. I could have won this turn. Grave Digger. Digging people's graves. Digging up the graves of the innocents. Dual victory. Deck capacity increased by 3. There's the Gravedigger. It brings forth a ghoul that desecrates graves. It carries off all the monsters in the graveyards. It takes away the graveyard. From all the duelists in the town of Domino this strong, I am way out of my league. Yes, because if you were stronger, you would be on the train. Right, now you say you're a true duelist, but you're only an amateur that likes playing games. You're all talk. No way, I don't duel. Oh, he doesn't even duel? He insulted us, and he's not a duelist. So not everybody in this town is a duelist. Okay, so I'll try going up first. Okay, that's when we go down. We have fought these two. And then we can go this way. And there's 2 new duelists there. And there's her. Okay, so that's where we go. First, save it. Slowly, we are making our way through Domino City. And this is in the era of Battle City. Of the 2nd season of the show. Or maybe it's after the 2nd season. Yeah, probably after the 2nd season. Anyways, time to continue. Did you hear about the Duel Express? Any duelist can get on board. Maybe I should go too. Only if you can defeat me. A duel's a duel, no matter where it is played. Oh, 2400. That is strong. But there's a 2 on it, meaning it requires 2 cards you have to get rid of. I can try it if the time comes. Mystic Lap, so he attacks us directly. Alright, and his card is now revealed. And we have to pay attention to the typing. So 400 and a Shadow. This is Pyro. Right. Defeated it, and I will not attack with the other one. Leave it face down. See, it says face down also. Right beside its name. This saith nothing, and this saith face down. Ooh, because he had a water type. So he checks, they check the face-ups first. See, this says face down, and it's in attack mode. I will show that if we place something in attack mode and end of the turn, it should go face up. Wait a little while. Ooh, he attacked our face down. Right. And his is another water type. This is a fiend. So we must get rid of... See, we got rid of... Let's get rid of 2. Hold on. There's 2. Then we can play this. And attack. Big number, 2,400. The biggest number we have. But I do not favor it because it costs 2, which I think are too many resources. Now we'll test this. I'll place this Pyro on the field. It says face down, and I will leave it and not touch it, and it should, at the end of the turn, flip face up. You see that? There's no face down number. Yeah. See, it flips face up at the end of the turn. But not so if... Whoops, wrong card. So we can see their card. It is 350. And I'll place this. And see, the E means end, like if the card has been used. And the green thing, I think, means face down. The green symbol. Right, let's attack. So yeah, this is not only playing it for fun, this is playing it for study also. See, it still has the green thing, but then when they attack, weakness destroyed it. Try that again. It will stay. E means the card has been used. I think E is normally for effect. I cannot say, but once we attack with this, there should be an E that appears because we used the card. And the green one, see, E's, and we cannot attack again. And we cannot move this either. And the green R or F, I think it's F, means face down. 550. And the green symbol should see it remains. Now our actions are free. But the green thing is still there, so it is still face down. Man, he keeps keeps killing it. Oh well. We can test it. We can continue we may continue to test it as the duels progress. Oh, battle somebody twice here to show that consecutive duels get fewer domino. And special events get 5 domino. So 5, regular first time is 3, and then repeated battles are 1. Very, very low numbers. Lost that one. Yes, you did. I will not be riding the Duel Express, but that doth not mean my duelist level is low. I still have my pride as a duelist. I feel not like dueling, but I will still take you on fair and square. Oh yes, and if you lose a duel, you lose the card that you bet or antied. So try not to lose. For me, I have 99 of every card, so it does not matter. Alright, cannot play that. It requires 1. I'll play the Cloud. It is a Thunder type. And that was a Forest type. Earth beats Thunder, yeah. That makes sense. Because he was 500, we were 600. We were stronger, but he's Earth. .500 defense. I think we may lose this one. Downside is he has enough cards to make something stronger. So we need to destroy his card before he can do so. Okay, they're both... See? Yeah, they're both E's, so they've been both... like, their actions have been used up. Alright. I'll try another 500. I'll attack that. 200, okay. Alright, both his cards have been destroyed. That makes me not worry as much. Then I can play something in defense, a Thunder, which he did beat last time. Yep. And see, now the green symbol disappeared after he attacked, because when he attacked, he flipped it face up. And now the face down thing does not appear. Time to make something big. Something mighty. Do I keep it face up? Yeah. That is a big number. Light. You have a... Fiend beats Dreams. See, that's why we did it. Piercing Light. Yeah, it's always good to know what they have, because if I had not known, I would have played my strongest card. Probably this one. But Fiend beats Dreams, so my card would have been destroyed. So it is a good thing I chose... So that is a very useful card. Seeing your opponent's stuff with this weakness system, it is a great advantage, which that would not be anything in the regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Anything of note. Because in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules, all you need is to be stronger. Capacity increased by 3, 67. So you notice we get about 60 or 70 domino, which is the money, on average. Sometimes we get 100, it varies, but the normal number is around 60. Instead of fair and square, maybe we should have played by my rules. I like the cross on his shirt. So I beat both these guys. So now let's go up and save it. I still have to talk to her and go to Kaiba Corp. And duel somebody twice. I'll do the second duel right here. We battled this guy before. So let's duel him again. It's no fun to lose to a tough duelist. Oh, so you can forget about dueling me ever again. Oh, what? I guess you cannot grind him. You get to battle him once. That is all. How about you? Huh? You again? Are you picking on me, you bully? I guess, okay, the grinding in this area is limited. You cannot battle these two multiple times. Let's see. Let's see if that applies to everyone. That's the guy that does not duel? How about you? Is there... Oh, wow. So we'll have to see if everybody here can only duel once. Hold on, I'm fixing my deck right now. Oh. We should play again some other time. You're scaring all the weak duelists away. So you beat them all, so you can't grind against these people. Interesting. You know, I'm no match for you. I'll challenge you when I have more experience. Okay, so we have to maybe wait till after the Duel Express before we can grind. Reconstruct your deck. Yeah, so everybody here will duel you one time. There's her. And I've already... yeah. I'm looking for duelists. And that's the guy that does not duel.